Hi, my name is Goran Grubješić and I'm a global product manager for mycotoxin solutions in the company Patent Co and Agromed. So we have many decades of experience in mycotoxins. As you may know, that mycotoxins are contaminants that come from molds. They're being produced from molds that grow on common crops all around the world. So mycotoxins, once that they are produced on the crops, that becomes animal feed, and we cannot remove mycotoxins anymore. So focus of our company was how to detoxify these mycotoxins from the animal feed, which has to be fed to the animals. So the only way how to combat the negative effects of mycotoxins is within the animals, to try to absorb them or to modify them. So our company is focusing on detoxification of mycotoxins, and we have a range of products that I am managing, and this range of products contains at the moment 3 different products, with the newest one being MYCORAID. MYCORAID is our newest product in our product line to combat mycotoxins. So it is a multi-layered solution, and its intention is to combat a widest possible range of mycotoxins. So we have different components within it. First component is a mineral component, which is based on a unique technology that can absorb both polar mycotoxins and less polar mycotoxins. So it is the widest possible range of mycotoxins as well as endotoxins. On the other hand, we have specific strains of bacteria that perform biotransformation of some mycotoxins. So we can neutralize mycotoxins with these 2 different strategies. Then we have yeast cell walls that support the gut integrity and the immune system. Finally, we have specific plant extracts that help us to detoxify liver and to support the liver, because as you may know, mycotoxins have this negative effect on the whole immune system, and they are typically found in the liver, which is fighting very hard to detoxify them. So if we try to neutralize mycotoxin on one hand, and we try to support the animal to combat the negative effects of mycotoxins, then we have a holistic approach against mycotoxins. To test the efficacy of MYCORAID, we performed a series of trials on world-known institutes that have experiences working with mycotoxins. So our intention is, on one hand, to see what negative effects can mycotoxins impose upon the animals. On the other hand, we want to see how MYCORAID can help to improve these performance conditions in the animals. To test this, on one hand, it is important to understand the performance benefit we get with MYCORAID, which can be seen in improvement or in feed conversion, in growth rates of the animals, in the number of eggs, quality of eggs, improvement in mortality, so reduced mortality in the animals. So it is all within this kind of performance improvement, right? But it is not the only important thing, and that is also not the proof of efficacy of the product, because as you may know, many products can improve the efficacy of production in animals. What proves that a mycotoxin solution really truly detoxifies mycotoxins is controlling for biomarkers of mycotoxin exposure. That's why in these in vivo tests, we are testing different tissues like liver, kidneys, to test how mycotoxins are getting stored in these tissues, and how with MYCORAID we are reducing these concentrations of mycotoxins in the tissues. So because of these biomarker tests that we are doing, we can truly prove that mode of action, and we know that MYCORAID is really has a high efficacy against mycotoxins. Emerging mycotoxins are a large group of mycotoxins that are not routinely analyzed, so we don't often even know that they're in the feed. We don't really even know for most of them, what is the possible negative effect these emerging mycotoxins can have on the animals. So that is a big issue. So in our lab, we test for many emerging mycotoxins to understand what is in the feed. But then on the other hand, we have to understand how much we can deactivate these emerging mycotoxins. And it's a wide variety of different molecules, but for the most common ones and the ones that we understand the risks from, like eniatins, beavericin, fusaric acid, moniliformin, we're really proud that we have really great absorption data, so we know that MYCORAID can really, truly detoxify these mycotoxins. So we offer a range of different services. So as I mentioned, we test for mycotoxins. So at the moment we can test for 34 different mycotoxins in one run. And we're using LC-MS as the most advanced analytical method, again, to test for mycotoxin concentration in the feed. So we can test single feeds, we can test finished feed. And we are also producing yearly surveys to understand what is the situation in different parts of the rows, where are the hotspots of mycotoxins and which mycotoxins are the most common. So on one hand, that is important to understand what is in the feed, so which mycotoxins we found in the feed. We have our own app, MycoRange, which you can download, you can use it on your smartphone. When you know the concentration of mycotoxins in the feed, you can enter these values in the app, and you can then get an estimation of the risk in the animals per species. Knowing that, then you can also understand what is the level of mycotoxin product that you should use. So we give those recommendations in the app. Then we have one additional offering, so we can test for absorption capacity of different mycotoxin adsorbents. So we can compare, doing a blind test practically in our lab, absorption capacity of different mycotoxin adsorbents, which we can then provide to our customer to better understand which mycotoxin solutions can fight against which mycotoxins.